at Heinz Field. And this was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
James Conner. Sean Dion Hamilton on the tackle. It's a game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
James Conner.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Conner again, the ball.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
A gain of 3.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Woof. Yo, I be iffy on this franchise right here.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Trash.
24-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one too low.
It's third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick.
He should have pushed triangle.
He's taken down. TJ
my fault.
Watt
It's my fault.
The disruption. He gets the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
I always thought of
this
like
is away. It's a high kick, and he
rough,
got
man,
all of it.
I swear.
On the return, Johnson.
Shout out to my boy Gaddis.
64
sharing my posts on Facebook.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
At the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
Let's go. Who is that?
Pressure gets to him. He
Oh, Montez Sweat. Okay.
Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about
Montez,
8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense.
I think I want to get to a point where, you know what I mean, I got like videos like the other YouTubers. So I can see my face and my reactions and how I like, how I go crazy during the games.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
I think I'm gonna start getting
the
on.
defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good scheme going.
I think I'm gonna start getting on Twitch too.
Midfield, but still well
like
shy
you do a
of
lot
the
more on
first as he's
Twitch, too.
tackled at the 47. They do get 9, but at least
So that's a good stop.
down.
Let's see we go down
They
here
didn't
and
get the first down, but I have
Kaepernick
to
can
say,
make
I
something
do
happen.
like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Oh,
They
no.
have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him
Oh!
short of the first.
That's a kick. That's a good
And
kick.
a great job on special teams
Good
to
kick.
down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that.
And I'm gonna stretch it. I'm gonna stretch it. Maybe I should stretch it to the right, but he had TJ Watt there. Yeah, motion on my tight end. Get an extra block. Oh, yes.
And from the 4, they get it
Motion
to
out
the
to tight
8
end.
on a pickup
Well, my
of 4.
fullback's my tight end,
Well,
but
we looked at each
my
other
fullback
right
give me
flinched.
an
We knew
extra
that
block.
flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the
Or
5,
not even an extra block,
and keep
just
it
getting
moving.
out there faster to seal off the end. And sometimes, like, oh man, they be
So this
bumpy
helps to start a
bump,
drive after the penalty. It'll be 1st and 5.
that hardly happens.
Now Scott.
Oh, Ron, come on! I tried to go up the gap.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
That's the end of the first quarter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Samuel Gibson.
2nd and 4.
Rock. Ooh, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. All right.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
That man didn't have nobody out there. You know?
That's a first down.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer.
Another thing I got to work on is Madden is gaps, man. Like running with the
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it
running
on
with the Oh, I thought I changed the play. See that right there? Like it's a big hole, and I gotta stop running so tight or whatever. Cause that's at least an 8-yard gain.
My bad. We simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Kaepernick to throw on second down.
Oh, wrong person.
Deep for Sims. Room here to run.
I keep doing that shit, and nobody catches him.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
I always play so
Mika
trash.
Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick six for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Steelers 10. Washington
down 10.
So they throw the pick six.
Whatever.
Another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Score for a half.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Or get a quick score. Am I getting a quick score?
Their drive will start at the 25.
But with this team, man, I cannot run. I cannot run the ball with this team. There's something about this team.
Set ready for this
I don't know
next
what
drive.
it is.
The Washington
I just cannot run with this team.
Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick six. That's complete.
Like, Matt, come on now.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
31-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That one a first down.
I think this Madden.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV.
Last year, man, I was going ham. This man is like...
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better.
It's a lot of technical stuff into it, and it's kind of broken.
Now they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Like, come on. I threw a bomb. I mean, not a bomb. I threw a bullet pass. It's a touch pass. Like, I don't get that.
7-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the pass.
But I'm going to figure it out.
Space for our runners. Let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And I'm impatient too, man. That's another thing, man.
Roethlisberger to
Give me that.
throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Good linebacker play.
Reuben Foster picks it. And his guys
all right, come on, let's score, man. We score, we good. See? Stop throwing picks, let's score.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
Hurry up.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Dancing to his left. Now he'll got a man.
Oh, he caught it. Let's go.
Inside the 10. It's a gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get
Albert,
started. That play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
To throw is Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver.
But yeah, that's another thing. Is like, if I do throw it up or whatever in this Madden.
Second and goal. Now a play fake. Kaepernick.
If I do throw it up in this Madden, it's not like it goes over his shoulder where
was looking for Alberto Kuebuna was the target there, but now
the defender can't get it. Like, the defender can always jump up and catch the pick. And I think that's like stupid. I really do.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I feel like, but in this season, with these Washington Redskins, I'm actually doing pretty well despite my play right now.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I think we're like 10 and 3.
First-round picks, and there's another nice play there. I think
we're like 10 and 3.
Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
But we just got to score. Like, offense, take care of the ball.
Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
Like, come on.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Accelerating, and off he goes.
I don't have nothing on this
into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8.
No linebackers there.
And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score, Steelers 17. Washington.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Trash.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Trash. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game.
That was a bad pass.
The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Like, as soon as I start running, he gets off the block. Come on.
Chris Wormley.
That's stupid.
Able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What are you doing?
The throw taken in by Sims. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
First down.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
He dropped it. Oh, my God. And it's a... See, come on. Come on now. No.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Come on, kick the ball, man.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And
Come on.
Had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
Crazy. To get a little more cushion. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Connor, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try and run.
Let's go. I'm glad I swung it left.
Going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, the points on this board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
Steven Nelson.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 30.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the second down throw on target. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
It's a gain of 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Albert O, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Ebron's got it.
Really?
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Fuck!
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
James Conner.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Again, a run with Connor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Now it's Connor. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger.
Oh, that's a pick.
But it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Kaepernick now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 60 yards. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
To number 17,
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier taken down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
2nd and 8.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Roethlisberger to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of those, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Another loss. It is what it is.
Right? Not letting them break
got to play better offensively. That's always my problem.
They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.